is the top of the fourth inning of the 4th Street Software Baseball Learn to Play series. Now we are going to move on to resolving high trajectory ballpark effects. High trajectory ballpark effects occur with the D20 for the depth is 11 or greater, as indicated by the red arrow. Out in the deepest parts of the outfield, one extra rating will now come into play aside from the pull rating, and that will be a batter's power rating. So first up in the top of the fourth is Joe Milana. He has a pull rating of -5 and a power rating of -9. -9 was enhanced in the 1927 project above the cap of -5 of typical company produced cards, in order that low or no home run hitters hit home runs, because there's more ballpark effect chances with this card set. Okay, let's set my secondary D100 at a 15. We're going to stay with the primary D100s in the 90s, so we automatically invoke park effects. And so as Milana steps to the plate, we get a 15 as indicated. D20 is a 14. So the 14 will invoke his power rating of 9. The 15 moves the ball in the C, and the 14 is here. Now, as indicated, he's got a pull rating of -5, so the ball is going to be pulled 1, 2, well, it gets capped at only 2 to the left for the minus. And now, because it's out in the red arrow zone of the deepest parts of the park, his power of -9 against the right-handed pitcher, shocker, comes in. So we move this ball all the way down to the 5. Now normally it would seem that this is a single or possibly a double if he has the proper run rating, which he did not. But remember, with the pull rating, our fielders pulled also. So we're only going to move the one fielder that it apparently would require. I mean, we could move the outfielder here, but that's no issue. His range would be too far away. But indeed, the third baseman would have been pulled playing the line. So he is in position to potentially make a play on this liner. And the third baseman for the Yankees in this game is Dugan, who is a 5. However, the -5 also possibly pulled our shortstop over enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, in conference with Brian, originally the game had overlapping fielders. He has since made a correction to the coding so that this did not happen. And the correction decided upon was to move the overlapping shortstop, in fact, one zone behind. So in fact, this is a direct line out to the shortstop for 1 out. So we'll move our ball back, move our shortstop back, with 1 out, we'll bring up Joe Boley. Let me reset my, that's going to be a 50. Boley's up, roll them all, 90 again for the park, 50. He's a +0 pull, so it's H. So let's move that ball out to H. And our D20 is an 18. So we were 1 depth shy of the fence, 18. But again, we're in the 11 through 20, so power comes in. And Boley is a -8 against right-handers, so we're going to drop him all the way down to 10, which is a potential triple on this single if the dive range is off by 1. This is our center fielder, Earl Combs, who's a 7. His range is a 7. So we got to see if Earl Combs can snare this out. And in fact, we've rolled a 7. So he snares it for the out. No pull, so nobody was shifting. It's just the power that moved the ball in. 2 outs. That brings up our pitcher. Let's go ahead and do a pinch hit with a left-handed hitter, Dud Branham. He's got some pull also. Let me reset my, it's going to be a 75 on the secondary D100. 2 out. So now we have a 75 bringing the ball into the L area. The depth is a 15. 17, 15. Okay, we'll check for his power and his pull. He's a -9 power, but a +5 pull. So 15 minus 9 is going to bring us down to 6 on the depth adjustment. The pull is a +5 and 3. Again, we're capped out in zone 6. Because the pull, we are going to pull over relevant potential fielders, which are our first baseman and our right fielder, Ruth. Ball is in front of Ruth in the potential double area. We need to check Ruth's range, which is a 6. And we rolled a 7. So Ruth misses this one. It is a single, but we're in the double areas also. If in fact he's got a run rating of 14 or more, but Branham is only 11 run, so no double, and there's no six-pointed stars because Ruth missed this by 1 on his range check, but there's no 6-pointed star, so we can't check for a triple. Additionally, the fence would have only been 1, 2, 3 away, so we're not going to check for a triple there either. So it fails in at least 2 accounts. So let's move Ruth back. First baseman back. Let's put the ball back. Branham was actually a left-handed batter. We're going to go ahead and hold him. Let's bring in Gehrig to hold him. Readjust the secondary D100 to a 15. We got 2 outs. And first, we're still not going through drags and or steals. Ignoring that for now. It's just park effects. Again, we're in the 90s for a park effect. This time, we have a pull of of 0 for Max Bishop. A 15 again is in the C column. And the depth is an 18. So right on the fence, which typically would be a double. But since we're in the deeper 11 through 20, we have to check for power. Bishop is a -8. So 18 minus 8 is going to drop this ball into 10, whereas a 6-pointed star, if our fielder, Musial, cannot make this play, his range is a 6. Maybe to check a 6. He rolled a 6, so he did make the play. Had he not, had he rolled one higher, he would have missed the dive. We would have had at least 5 fence depths. So we would have had a potential triple if Bishop had the run rating of at least 12, which he did. So it's a good thing Musial made this play, or this would have been a triple if it was off by 1. So that's an initial look at high trajectory park effects and how the power rating is going to pull balls back into the infield. So as you can see, these negative power batters are going to get many more balls pulled back into the infield where fielders are, so their average is going to go down because there's going to be more outs potentially made as opposed to at least +0 type batters, which will always keep these 11 through 20s in areas that no outfielder or infielder can get to. Okay, next we'll do the Yankees in the bottom of the 4th and show some more effects of power numbers affecting ballpark effects.